Welcome to Token Topics. I hope you're all doing well. XRP is the topic of this video. Will XRP decouple from Bitcoin and create a whole new bull run? We're going to speculate. Also, what will the price of XRP be in the short and long term, and what is this going to do to the rest of the market? Also, I'm going to go over a faster payments interview and a secret Fed meeting to be held tomorrow, Monday. What could that mean? You don't want to miss this video. Please watch it all the way through and subscribe for future content. Let's go ahead and dive in. Don't forget to purchase that hardware wallet to keep that crypto safe. Especially if you're a mobile user, DCENT is perfect for you. A biometric hardware wallet is on sale through Token Topics. You can see it's marked down from $159. It's only $129 through the affiliate link. I recommend the 2-package deal. You get a better deal. It's marked from $318 down to only $219. And if you're unsure if purchasing through YouTube through an affiliate link is safe, go ahead, go to the DCENT store, the official website, and go ahead and ask down here with any technical questions or any questions about the affiliate links, and they will answer you. I'll put the affiliate links in the description below. All right, first topic. We're going to hear some words from Anthony Walton from Iliad Solutions on a Faster Payments Council interview. He's going to speak about the new ISO integration and cross-border payments.
That's enough of the headlines. It's time for that discussion with Anthony Walton from Iliad Solutions.
I am excited about this discussion being joined by Anthony today because in the US, we're grappling with this transition to ISO 20022 and what it's going to mean here. And I've got you here to help us talk through some of that. If you would, Anthony, could you sort of set a foundation for the audience? What is ISO 20022? What is it not?
Sure. Thanks very much, Reed, and thanks for the invitation. I think very simply, ISO 222 is a global standard for the exchange of financial information. I mean, that's often payments, and within payments, that's often transactions. What it also allows you to do is exchange a lot more additional information than you would normally collect on a traditional payment. So you'll see it described as being data rich. You'll see it described as driving harmonization. But I think fundamentally, it's just a global standard to exchange financial information, what we used to call payments. It's not necessarily fixed into a single static use case. There's many different ways to implement ISO 222. I think what it's not always that easy to implement. There are challenges, there's new technologies, there's a lot of changes within organizations to adopt this way of working. And what it's not, again, is it's not a silver bullet. This isn't the one thing that's going to transform your bank or your payment scheme. It's flexible and powerful as it is, like all technologies, you have to do an awful lot of things around the edges as well to take full value.
More complicated, and talk about cross-border. What are some of the considerations there? How do we all navigate that? And I guess, a fun question, I think the topical one these days is, do you see digital currency and blockchain technology playing a role there?
Sure. I guess, once we've got faster payments in place and, the logical next step is to go cross-border, I guess, isn't it? There's a number of real-time payment systems globally just trying to do that. I think what we've got to remember is when we do domestic payments, whether it's in the US or the UK, we're under the jurisdiction of something like the Fed, the European Central Bank, or the Bank of England, who take responsibility for the banks moving money between themselves. So that gives us a lot of flexibility to do things on the app side, on the kind of creative side. But of course, you lose that when you start going cross-border, and liquidity between banks and central banks even becomes a massive issue. And it's complicated. So, already we're seeing people with solutions and competing solutions in many ways using APIs to control liquidity. I don't think there's a clear winner in that space yet. And when it comes to liquidity, of course, we've got to reconsider our old friend fraud, and again, if you've got a central bank looking after two banks, you don't have to worry that much about a bank going rogue. I mean, it happens occasionally and banks do collapse, but that's kind of taken care of. If you start moving into less mature markets, new countries joining payment schemes, you have to be a lot more careful. So we're seeing a kind of a flight to people doing hybrid solutions using open APIs. Again, don't think that well thought through or could be rolled out globally. And that's a clear position where things like central bank digital currencies and even blockchain derivatives can really play a part. Theoretically much simpler, Looking at how they're regulated is going to be a huge issue, but they're certainly going to be in the mix in the next few years.
Yeah, totally agree with that. I think it's kind of in that space along with APIs and everything else that we're kind of figuring out how it's all going to fit together, but there's definitely a role to play.
If you'd like to listen to the full clip, I'm going to put it in the description below. This is a nice interview. This gives us a better understanding of what's going on in the real world, that we're going to be expecting clarity here soon. Mainstream adoption, the ISO standard, and cross-border payments. Now, Anthony and the executive director, Reed, of Faster Payments, they both agreed on they're still a couple years out for cross-border payments to be fully implemented. It is moving along, though. If you think about that, that brings us to FedWire's timeline. Anthony might have stated that they don't have a clear winner. They are working with a few different blockchains. We already know this. When it comes to cross-border payments and interledger protocol, we know that Ripple's XRP has been tested, is being used right now, and has proven itself. What's funny is this podcast is being sponsored by Volante. If you go to Volante's main website, you scroll down under VolPay, and right there you can see Ripple. Next, I want to show this clip that's been floating around social media. Many of you probably saw it. You probably want to see it again. It gives us good reasons why we hold XRP.
I hold XRP because Ripple's the chosen one to lead the new global digital payment system, and they use XRP. In 2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto, Ripple. In 2014, the World Bank and Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 countries, put out a report called The Opportunities of Digitizing Payments. 1 year later, the Better Than Cash Alliance featured one crypto company on their website, Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance website, and on the UN's official exchange, Exchange. What crypto is Exchange officially utilizing for their carbon credit solution? XRP. The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple. Who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions, including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America? Ripple. Who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve? Ripple. A former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division? Ripple. Leading Australia's CBDC effort? Ripple. Who hired a former Treasury of the United States? Ripple. 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board? Ripple. 2 former Clinton and Obama advisors? Former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany? Former business director at Swift? Former Swift board member? Former CFO of PayPal? Former head of the DTCC? Former chief business officer at Uber? Former VP of Amazon and former SEC chair on their legal team? Ripple. Who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Mojaloop, IMF's High-Level Advisory Board on FinTech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, World Wide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website? Ripple.
That's why I believe a clear winner has been decided. It's XRP's price action, short and long term. And I would like you to comment down below your thoughts and opinions as well. What we could be expecting here after the lawsuit is an explosion. I think that's pretty much certain. How high the price is going to go is to be determined. Is that going to be mixed with November's utility? Is it not? There's a lot of uncharted water we're entering into. If you see my previous or my latest video, I did state that we are technically in a bear market. That means that there's more money exiting the market than it's going in. Now, good news, in the middle of a bear market will still send the price of XRP flying, but it's not going to have the momentum as if we were in a bull market. With that being said, are we going to see a completely different market than what we see today? Are we going to see XRP lead a utility bull run or a whole nother bull run when it decouples from Bitcoin? It most likely is going to decouple from Bitcoin after the lawsuit. How much money is going to flow into XRP, that is to be determined. Typically in a bull market, I would expect the price to have flown even if maybe $20 as soon as we got clarity after the lawsuit. But now, after doing some rethinking, considering that we're in a bear market, if we get good news, Still, from the price of XRP right now, if the thing pumps to even $5, that's a huge pump in the middle of a downtrend. As I stated in a previous video, and this is the best idea, is to hodl, to hold that XRP no matter what. So again, there could be all kinds of different scenarios that play out. We're in a bear market. We have good news over XRP. It does explode. It goes up past all-time high. It hits like $5, but then it comes back down because we're still not in full utility. We're not having massive utility yet. Or does the market completely change? It decouples from Bitcoin and XRP becomes its own animal and everybody starts flooding the market thinking that there's a new bull run, and a lot of other investors invested into Ethereum and Bitcoin. They take their money out, put it into XRP because it's performing so well, and the thing goes sky high. So there's a possibility that, yes, even in this crappy market that we have right now, the thing could still explode and astonish us all. Who knows? Maybe it hits like past $70 just on speculation. That's a crazy amount, but anything's possible with this market. As I recently stated, the good news is a lot of you whales that have been holding for many years and you have a lot of XRP, when this thing does blast off after the settlement, the good news is many of you are going to be able to cash some out. That's why I want to let listeners and viewers to know to not get discouraged when you have people from Faster Payments Council, or what Anthony stated, they still have a couple years out for cross-border payments. Keep in mind that there's still the speculative bull run that's pretty much going to happen after this lawsuit. It is going to happen. So either way, there's the speculation and then there's the utility price. Either way, as long as you hold your XRP and you cash out at the price that you're happy with, you're going to take the chip. Go ahead and put your thoughts and comments down below. What do you think is going to happen with the price? What do you think is going to happen with the price right after a settlement or whatever's going to happen with this lawsuit? What do you think is going to happen? Then do you think we're going to come back down? Do you think we're going to have to wait like into next year? Maybe we'll see some utility kick in. And then the price between now and 2025. So there's all kinds of different ways of thinking about this, but really is the best thing to do. Also, let's keep in mind, if XRP does go on a mania, a bull run, and the whole crypto market changes because of this high market cap altcoin, it could literally deface the whole market the way we see it right now. Now, if that does explode, a lot of people are probably going to put profits into other tokens with utility that have not pumped yet. They're going to roll that into it. So I would expect that we would see utility bull run and XRP would spark that. Next topic, what is going on with the Federal Reserve? There's going to be a closed board meeting Monday, October 3rd. What could they be discussing? There's a lot of things going on in the world right now. China, if you see my latest video, have recently been dumping dollars. There's Russia and the BRICS nations talk about forming a new reserve. Inflation is getting out of control. The British pound just collapsed. So what could they be discussing? Probably major monetary changes. But go ahead and comment down below. What do you think that they're discussing? That meeting was announced about the same time this article came out from CNBC. The Fed is breaking things, and it has Wall Street on edge. But here's the misleading part of this article, is that there's a lot more going on than just with what's going on with the Federal Reserve and Wall Street. Next topic, XRP scammers hijack an account of a famous Spanish musician. Scammers continue to hack popular Twitter accounts in order to impersonate Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. So if you're watching this video, be careful, especially if you're on Twitter and Telegram. I'm going to add too. There's a lot of scams out there, everyone. If anybody's claiming to have an airdrop, especially for newcomers, if they're telling you to send XRP to receive some more back, that's a scam. Stay away from it. It continues that the official Twitter account of a famous Spanish vocalist has been hijacked in order to promote an XRP scam. The account, which had more than 162,000 followers, started retweeting a bunch of tweets related to Ripple in order to fool unsuspecting social media users. I'm not sure how they get away with it. They do trick a lot of people, so don't fall for it. Well, everyone, that's all I have for the video. Please put your thoughts, comments down below. I want to say thank you for watching another edition of Token Topics. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Share with friends and family. Get them on board. Thank you.